2:47 a.m. The hospital never truly sleeps. The hum of machines, the sterile scent of antiseptic, the endless corridors of white. Ilera pushes a metal cart, trembling hands, dark circles, caffeine in her veins. One more shift, one more request, one more hour until dawn. Ilera, storage is empty again. Can you grab more from downstairs? Yeah, sure. She steps into the service elevator, presses B3, supplies. Her eyelids flutter, head droops. Ding! The display says, B6, restricted access? But I didn't press that. The doors open. A stale gust spills out, dust, rust, and something damp beneath it. Hello? A hum fades into silence. The light dies. No, come on. The buttons don't respond. She steps out with only her phone light. Cracked tiles, torn signs, pediatric recovery, south wing, ward closed, 2003. Step, another step. Water drips somewhere, steady as a heartbeat. Laughter? A child? Hello? Who's there? A lone IV stand rolls slowly across the hallway. Just a draft, just the air. That's all. Her light catches a figure, still. An elderly woman in a rusted wheelchair, white hair neatly combed, hands resting over a blanket, a faded 1970s hospital gown. Ma'am, are you a patient? You came back. No, you're not supposed to. This place is sealed off. You always say that, dear. Always by the book. You know me? Of course. You brought me tea when I couldn't sleep. 2 sugars, no cream. That's impossible. I've never been here before. Always tired. Always working the night shift. They still overwork you girls, don't they? Same as they did us. Security, this is Nurse Vasquez. I'm on sub-level 6, requesting... Don't leave her again. Who's there? They shut us down after it happened. The fire in the pediatric ward. They said it was an accident. What are you talking about? Your mother worked here, you know. She tried to save me. Tried to save the children. But the doors were locked, and the smoke came so fast. You're lying. You're not real. Neither was the story they told. Ilera drops to her knees, covering her ears. The lights melt into red. The smell of burning plastic fills the air. Then, darkness. Silence. Pure and heavy. She opens her eyes. The corridors, clean again. White. The hospital, restored. She sees nurses from another time. Laughter, chatter, the sound of rolling gurneys. Then, her. Not her. Her mother. Younger. Carrying a tray, smiling kindly at Mrs. Gable. Mom, you died here. I stayed. Someone had to. Ilera rushes to the elevator, slams the button. The doors open instantly. Just up, please. Just go up. As the doors close, she looks out. The wheelchair is empty. The elevator ascends. She exhales, slow relief, until the mirror shows. Mrs. Gable standing behind her, hand on her shoulder. Don't leave them again. No one saw Ilera again. Someone always stays below. "2:47 a.m. The hospital never truly sleeps. The sound of the clock, the faint hum of lights, the slow, steady rhythm of a heart monitor. Beep, beep. Alex lies in bed 1, his leg strapped in a brace, IV line hooked to his arm. He can't sleep. The other bed, bed 2, empty but freshly made, the pillow perfect, untouched. From the hall, wheels rolling on tile, then silence. He closes his eyes. Tick, tick, tick. The wall clock glows. 3:12 a.m. A minute passes. Beep, beep, beep. Alex opens his eyes. Someone's standing by the other bed. A woman, early 30s maybe, white dress, no shoes, standing perfectly still, staring down at the sheets as if someone were lying there. Hello? Hey, you're not supposed to be in here. He fumbles for the nurse call button, presses hard. Cut to nurse's station. On the monitor, Alex is alone. No visitor. Empty room. He's awake again. Poor guy, must be the meds. Morning. Nurse checks vitals. Curtains open, pale sunlight cutting through. Alex tries to sound calm. Last night, around 3:13, a woman came in. She stood there. I saw her. Mr. Hale, we checked the cameras. Nobody came in. Maybe side effects? Morphine can cause vivid dreams. He nods, but says nothing. When she leaves, he checks the security feed on his phone. The same number, the same echo, and nothing. Empty bed, empty room. Just him, staring into the dark. That night, clock reads 3:13. She's back. This time, she's facing him. Her head tilts slightly, eyes solemn but hollow. He whispers, barely breathing, "Why here? Why me?" She blinks once, unnaturally slow, and is just gone. Morning. His hands shake as he types on his phone. Room 913, death, patient record. A report appears. Female patient, 32, died during code event, accidental fall. Time of death, 3:13 a.m. She died here. He looks across the room. The bed looks the same, but now the sheet is wrinkled, as if someone sat down. I know you're there. A breath answers him from just behind the curtain. A week later, a gurney squeaks down the hall. Another patient is wheeled in, unconscious, pale. Nurses chatter lightly, machines beep back to life. Room 913, shared again. The nurse smiles. Busy night. Try to get some rest, Mr. Hale. She leaves. Lights dim. Only the monitors pulse. 3:12. 3:13. Nothing. Maybe she's gone. Then, a faint shift behind the curtain. A shadow sitting, not standing this time. Why him? Security feed, blank. Empty beds, stillness. But he can see her now, clearly. She's leaning over the new patient, lips moving, whispering something he cannot hear. Faint alarm builds. One tone flatlines. The new patient gasps. Machines scream. Code Blue, room 913! She's standing in the corner now, watching me. He can't move, can't breathe. Monitors spike. Then silence. Later. Room 913 is still again. Both beds empty. Clock ticks once. 3:14 a.m. A faint indent on the pillow, as though someone just lay down. Beep, beep, beep. Someone always comes back. Midnight, University Hospital. Corridors echo with silence and stale air. Dr. Aris Constantine, senior surgeon, 16 hours into his shift, walks toward the main elevator. His face is pale, eyes dry, pulse slow. He presses the button for the underground parking level, P. Doors close, sealing him inside a bright, modern box of light and steel. For a moment, the world is still. The numbers scroll down, 15, 14, 13. Then, 0, 0. Symbols that don't belong on any panel. Aris frowns, blinks. The elevator stops, doors open. A flooded basement. Water up to the knees. Rusted pipes drip into black water. Emergency lights flicker like dying stars. Hello? The PA system whispers. Basement, level 0. No, there is no level 0. The doors slam. Water slashes across his shoes as the car jerks upward again. He clutches the rail. Wet sleeves cling to trembling hands. Just exhaustion, microsleep, hallucination. Display flickers again. 01, 02, 15, 0, 0. Not normal. The elevator stops. A yellow glow seeps through cracks in the doors. They slide open. 19th century operating theater. Round, tiered seats packed with watching shadows. Surgeons in cracked leather masks. A patient thrashes on oak boards as knives glint in candlelight. Stop! What are you doing? Doctor, you're late for the procedure. He hits close, close, close. The crowd turns toward him in silence. A splash of blood. The car is clean again. Bright steel walls. It's just stress, sleep deprivation. I'm in control. The next stop opens into light too white to be real. A corridor without corners. Machines drift like ghosts. No footsteps, no air. Welcome back, Dr. Constantine. The operation was successful. The patient no longer exists. What patient? You. He sees his reflection. Surgical mask sewn into his face. Alarms explode. He runs, back into the car. Doors slam. Sound melts into a distorted heart monitor. Symbols race across the panel. Languages, pulse lines, void. The elevator grows. Longer, stretched, fogged. Doctor? He turns. A nurse stands there. 1950s uniform, blood soaking the hem. Be still, you'll wake them. Others appear. Child in brace, man with burned skin, surgeon of ash. What are you? Passengers. We pressed the wrong floor. I'm not staying here. Every floor lights up, then dies. The elevator drops. The car stops suddenly. Doors open. Modern lobby. Clean floors. An orderly pushes a cart. Aris stumbles out, half laughing, half sobbing. It's done. It's over. But time ticks backward on the wall clock. Through the glass walkways, dozens of other elevators slide, each containing him. In one, wet to the knees. In another, blood on uniform. In another, face masked in chrome. No more floors. No more. He retreats. Doors close themselves. Display reads P, but below it, faintly glowing, passenger. He breathes hard, sweating, staring at his reflection. Dozens of reflections now, whispering. Next patient. Next patient. Doors open. Nothing. Just a black shaft of air. Sound like a metal heartbeat. He exhales once, half a laugh, half a gasp. The elevator tilts forward. Gravity disappears. Only the low hum of the cable remains. Some elevators don't go down, they just keep falling. Beep, 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 end of line.